all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world. She walks into mine.
This restaurant history is not too many people know.
Carlos Sr.'s dream, I think, was to have a fine dining restaurant, and he pulled it off here in Venice, that's for sure.
There was a purpose for him to be in our family, and his purpose was to show us the way that you don't have to come from another country and just do menial work. You can come from another country, get ahead, get an education, teach your children so that everything grows.
He faced many odds as a Mexican immigrant coming into the US saying, I'm going to establish a restaurant empire. Like, no one would have ever bet on him.
So the story goes, my grandfather had La Cabaña across the street. He would come here because he wanted to hide from his family.
My father, I think the age is 50 at the time, and the bartender's 25.
And then as part of the courtship, they bonded over, well, how could we turn this into a successful restaurant? What would that take? The story I believe, and the one I'll go to my grave believing, is that this was a grand gesture for my mom.
And I think he feel in some way like Rick Blaine in Casablanca, and he say, oh, probably I need to make my own Casablanca.
He literally wanted you to walk in, and it was like you were being transformed into Morocco.
I think the cool thing about Casablanca, where it reflects Venice, is all kinds are coming in here.
And it's always been a place where so many tenuous connections seem to like coalesce.
The middle class in Venice was built on the aerospace industry. The wall came down. The financial impact was devastating on just the restaurant and all the community around it.
And everybody say, hey, let's go to bankruptcy. I say, no, I'm Mexican. And take me nine years. And when I back, I change. I say, okay, no more high-class restaurant.
These guys don't do the guacamole in front of you, but you know what they do? They'll bring a tequila cart in front of you.
You see in the movies with Humphrey Bogart and you have the ladies with the cigarettes? Well, they got the guy with the margarita cars.
And man, that thing blew up like crazy. I went from making 20 margaritas a night to 120 a night.
I think Carlos, my brother, has done a very good job of adapting to the times and keeping up with the gentrification as much as he can.
I want to come here and get a nice heaping fucking bowl of normality. I don't want to go and have some cheese dick from Texas tell me why his breakfast tacos cost $19. Fuck off, man.
I remember the first day we were at COVID, we would walk out Lincoln, and Lincoln is one of the busiest streets in LA. And there was nobody there. It looked like I Am Legend, where like the world had ended. I sat with my father and said, well, a lot of people haven't gone through one bad time. You've gone through a lot for 40 years. So what I want you to do is figure out how you got through each one. You have the blueprint of how we're gonna do this.
And now I start to work again 14, 16 hours because I need to support my family.
Closing the restaurant is not an option because, as he says, there are like 20 families that depend on him.
You never know how important is your clientele, your customers, to something happen.
I've been coming here for, 30 years. It's places like this that make you feel comfort, and it's like the feeling of love that's here, and I hope that this place stays here forever.
But you come here, you get full, you get drunk, and you have nothing but good memories. No bad memories in this restaurant.
I can only hope that this place just thrives and stays here because it really is a symbol of what Venice can be.